We have all forgotten things, but if you really struggle to remember everything, that would be tough. Joining me today to talk about memory loss and aging is Marge Coleman, who is Vice President of Wellness and Programs, Touchmark. All right, Marge, thank you so much for joining me. First of all,
you're welcome.
Tell us about the difference between Alzheimer's and dementia. I get even that mixed up.
Well, dementia is not really a disease. Dementia is the name of a syndrome. And it just describes all the symptoms that people have when they have a memory loss problem. So it could be Alzheimer's disease, but it could also be Parkinsonian dementia. It could be dementia from stroke. It could be dementia from many things.
Is Alzheimer's or is dementia genetic?
Well, yes, they're finding more genetic components all the time. The research right now is moving in that direction of looking more at the chromosomes. However, the percentage of people that actually have the full-blown inherited form of Alzheimer's disease is less than 3% of all people that have it. So there's not too many people that are in that category. And those are the folks that get it younger, and it's very quick.
Now, are there prevention methods?
There's a lot of prevention methods, and they're almost all the same things that are good for your heart. You know, there's dietary prevention, there's the need for exercise, and then there's the need for mental training and intellectual stimulation.
Wow. So exercise, reading, I'm sure. I mean, those are all really good things for...
Well, and language is the most, provides the most defense. So people who learn multiple languages or learn new words as they go along, always stretching themselves in the area of language, there's certainly some potential for learning numbers and math and other things as well.
Wow.
But word learning and early reading and continuing reading and doing things that are more complex, a little more novel, learning new information.
That's interesting. Okay, so how can family members help with a loved one who has memory loss if they're already at that stage, you know, where they're having a fairly significant memory loss? How do they help?
Well, they really need to reach out and get some support. The biggest concern, one of the biggest concerns I have, and I know that organizations have like the Alzheimer's Association and other groups that are there to support and advocate, is that family members try to take care of this on their own. And it's very difficult to manage that situation by yourself. So there's lots of resources. There's lots of providers like Touchmark who have people who will be advocates and help match you up with people that could be helpful, gerontologists, social workers, counselors. What people need is an assessment, and they need a good assessment. They need a diagnosis. The sooner you get the diagnosis, the better the possibilities for support.
Wow. You know what, I've heard something interesting recently, that stress, you know, for people who are not, you know, who are younger, who like myself, who don't have, you know, I'm not there at the stage of Alzheimer's or dementia yet, but yet I forget a lot of things. I've heard that stress can factor into memory loss.
Yes, it's true.
That is interesting.
The more they look, the more they find that that's a component.
Wow. That is interesting. What are some memory exercises to keep us sharp?
Well, we've done a lot of research on that. We actually have put our life enrichment directors through geriatric wellness certification training to learn how to introduce information to people that would be helpful and protective. So there's lots of word games, antonyms, word finds, Sudoku, all kinds of puzzles, all kinds of opportunities for people to code new information, put new books on the bookshelf of their brain.
Interesting. That's good. That's good information. Okay, so tell us about Touchmark.
Touchmark is a company that provides senior retirement living in 8 states in Canada. And we have a community right here in Edmond, Oklahoma, which is Touchmark at Coffee Creek. We have independent living, assisted living, and in 5 of our properties, soon to be 6, we have memory care.
Wow. Oh, that's wonderful. And you guys are expanding here in Edmond, is that right?
Right. And that's one of the additions we're putting in, is the memory care community.
That's great. That's great. And then I guess Active Aging Week is at the end of September?
It is, and that's an international celebration of healthy Americans and people around the world. It's actually the headquarters for the Active Aging people is in British Columbia, and we belong to the International Council of Active Aging. So all of our communities will be doing events and focusing on brain health, as well as physical activity, dietary, all the important information people need.
Tell me about, if people want more information about Touchmark, is there a website they can go to?
Yes, they can go to our www.touchmark.com website, and there's individual websites for each of the communities that we have in different locations too.
Well, Marge, thank you so much.
Well, you're welcome. It's been a pleasure.